Yeah. There you go. I was like, yo, I want to start. I was hating on this right now. Yo, just for the record, I'm going to be completely honest about what I'm doing right now. So what happened was, remember I said I was going to redo all the intro videos and make them 16 by 16:9 so that they would fill the screen properly? Well, guess who deleted the intro for the show and then didn't put it back?
Oh, no. Oh, no. So you're going to rap it for us?
Nah, you crazy. There ain't no way that's happening. That ain't happening today. That ain't happening today, buddy. Nah, I'm good, money, man. How you? Yo, the craziest shit in the world, right? I was like, remember I was talking to y'all and I was like, yo, I'm gonna go back out here and see what homeboy talking about. So I thought that he was gonna drop some jewels. Yeah, I thought he was gonna drop some jewels, you know what I'm saying? Maybe, you know what I'm saying, do something fly, but like it wasn't nothing like that. Like I was like, yo, what you got going on, man? I'm looking for a good word, you know what I'm saying? Because I finally dropped the hammer and told him, yeah, I'll be taking some of the shit we be talking about on the podcast. So you know what I'm saying? Let me know what's good, you know what I mean? So he was like, well, I'll be honest with you, man. I haven't really, I hadn't really been thinking about it lately. And I was like, well, what do you mean?
What do you mean?
Every time I come to you, you got the answers. Like, why all of a sudden you don't got the answer today?
At least has a question.
You know what I'm saying? At least I had a question. If you ain't gonna have the answer, but he didn't have nothing. I was so upset. I was so perturbed. I didn't know what to do with my life. And I was like, you know what? This is what I get for depending on people who ain't got a podcast. You don't understand how important it is for me to talk to you to get this information. You have no idea. But it's all right. It's all right. I was about to say we about to have to change our intro music, but we not. It went out.
You got it?
I thought we was about to have to change our intro music, but yeah. So check this out. I want you to tell me something. I was thinking about something that you was telling me before, and I was wondering about the story behind you in film school telling them you wanted to start a production company, and they acting like they didn't know what the fuck you were talking about. Tell me more. While I finish fixing this, tell me more.
Okay. Well, dang. All right. So when I went to film school, I got straight out of the Army, right? So this was like 2012, and 2012, right? And I go in there, and they said you can start a club. So I was like, word, I can start a club. So let me go ahead and just get a little club together of all the different departments, because I'm in film school, right? And we're all broken up into different departments. So let me get them all together so we can start to, make the basis of a production company. You know what I mean? Get to know who you all want to work with. And so the first day they were like, if you want to go ahead and give a little speech, to people and recruit on the recruiting day, go ahead and give your speech. So, I got in there and I sit there and said, hey, I want to start a production company myself. This is what I'm going to school for. If you guys want to join this club, then you guys can, come with me, because I've been working in this since I was, 15. So at that point, I think I was 30 something when I went back to film school, because I'm, Army and all that good stuff. And so, I told them I got 20 years of experience. I can show you how real production really works. I can, give you the ins and outs. So come to this club. It was a club. And so, we put it all together. And at the end of the day, I got the sign-in sheet, and it had like 217 students out of like 300. And so I was like, word, okay, so this is like more than a club. I got to actually do some stuff. So I went around and started trying to figure out how to give them reps, you know what I mean? How to get them work that would give them experience without it being an actual production company, right? So meaning I don't get paid, right? So I went out to like car dealerships and mom and pop shops and, little cafes and whatnot, and was like, hey, you guys need video shot? Do you need like promo done? Do you need all this other stuff? And just pitch myself around. And anytime they had a job, I found somebody in the school that could do the job, and I just let them have it. And so they worked out the deal and let it all figure it out. They got their reps in, they got paid, which was nice. And then I get called into the office like 2 years into doing this. And they're like, rumor has it, you're running a production company out of the school. And I was like, oh no, not me. Production company?
That was the hate.
I would never do that. No, I have a club that we all kind of come together from all the different departments, and we do work. But I'm not a production company. That would require way too much work.
Yeah, we do clubby things.
Yeah, they're like, well, why did some business call the school and was like, hey, can I get like 3 of your students to go ahead and yeah, I talked to Percy and I was like, I don't know what you're talking about. I straight pulled a shaggy. I was like, it wasn't me. I don't know what you're talking about. Must be a different person. There's like 3 other persons in the school. I don't know what you're talking
about. That's always somebody waiting to tell it. I swear to God. It's always a motherfucker waiting to tell it.
Nah, I found out later on though, once I got
Oh, go ahead.
No, I said I found out later on once I got kicked out of school for that. They were mad because I was actually getting the kids actual like work. They were like, the kids were like, some kid got this job with Nissan that I ended up hooking him up with because the dealership, he shot one of their cars and he ended up shooting Nissan's like, their big magazine spread and all the stuff that they do. He ended up shooting that and ended up making like 6 figures or something and ended up dropping out of school. He said like, fuck y'all, I'm good. And he did.
I was driving myself insane trying to be in front of the camera. I chose the wrong side of this shit.
You know what I mean? Like, that's what I said.
chose the wrong side of this shit. Oh, man. Well, y'all, hey, Monster Elicit to be here soon, but we do got special guests in the building, so we're going to get down to business. But I do want to let y'all know, man, like, it ain't just slick talk when we be saying the shit that we be saying. You know what I'm saying? We talk our shit because we supposed to talk it. But Monster did slide something that I think I should do before I play the intro, so we're going to let's let that run real quick.
New suit and doesn't know how to fucking act. Where the hell is he? Oh my god. Oh, who are you doing this for?
Everyone has to see this sauce!
Oh shit. Everyone has to see the sauce. And we understand what that means, nigga. We Pantha Politix Podcast. We fly it at everybody. Let's get to work.
I'm flyer than everybody. Everybody on cloud 9, higher than everybody. We stepping out on the town, we sliding every party. Shining extra guard, we flyer than everybody. Yeah, I'm flyer than everybody. Find me on cloud 9, higher than everybody.
Higher than everybody. Higher than everybody. Higher than everybody. You heard? Y'all already know what it is, man. Y'all locked in with us. It's another Thursday morning for most of y'all. Some of y'all got to the party late, so it might be Friday, Saturday. Who knows? I don't give a fuck. Just glad y'all here, man. You know who I am. Seven Da Pantha, a.k.a. the Carolina Hurricane, Ridiculous Slang, a.k.a. your baby mama's favorite rapper, a.k.a. Pie Strickland, if you're getting the point. And you already know I got the squad with, well, kinda. We still waiting for Monster to pull up. I know he be having tech issues and shit, but you know what I'm saying. But P7 is in the building. My brother, how are you doing?
I'm here, man. I'm good. How you living, bro?
Shit, maintain it, man. Maintain it. How was your weekend, dog? I feel like it's been 10,000 years since I seen you.
Man, we've been on the road, so it's like back and forth. I just got back. It's been crazy. Honestly, the last couple of weeks has been just absolutely insane. So I just sent DJ Kimir off to Mexico. She's going down to Ensenada. Gonna be just spinning down there. We got like. We got some we got a record release party coming up next weekend for Arliss and them. Planning a bunch of stuff. We got planning for 200, you know what I mean? So we've been trying to get that locked down. It's been a crazy weekend.
Episode 200 on the way, y'all. Episode 200 is on the way. We're gonna have guests in and out the whole time. It's gonna be crazy. Before I even go too crazy right now, though, I do want to say again, we got special guests in the building. Like y'all already know how I get down. It's been a minute since I did a Pod to Pie episode, and I'm gonna tell you why. Cause some of y'all podcast niggas is funny stylists. I just want to let y'all know y'all funny stylists all get out. It is cool, cause you can't kick my ass, so I'll say what the fuck I want to say. when like dog, listen. When you speak, you do your thing talking on a microphone. That's what you do. Like some of y'all do it for a living. And I envy y'all. I just want to be very clear about that. I envy you. But when I hit you and I'm like, yo, come on the pod, 30 minutes tops. I just want to talk about your show, blah, 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 blah. maybe introduce you to some eyes and ears that you don't normally get told to. Because I see our demographics, so I know who listening. I see the analytics. I know who listening. And some of y'all might not have people in them places listening to you, and that's fine. Because we hoping that you being here gonna put us in. Long story less long. Get off that bullshit. Take advantage of the opportunity. Like it's an alley-oop, dog. Pod Strickland, you feel me? Pod Strickland. It's an alley-oop, son. Get with the program, man. For those of y'all that's under 30 years old, go look up Rod Strickland if you don't know what this podcast is all about. Go look up Rod Strickland. One of New York City's greatest point guards of all time. But yeah, so y'all know I'm a true crime junkie. Y'all already know, and y'all can tell by the pod lineup we had so far. Who we had? We had Tiffany and Willie here from Melanin Mysteries. Yeah, we had Renee Davis here from Melanin Mayhem. We had Kay Johnson here from the Infamous Ones podcast. The only one we did that wasn't true crime was Coded Entry. So like, you know what I'm saying? But we right back in the true crime bag. I'm about to just turn the pod into some straight up true crime shit. I might as well. You know what I'm saying? But y'all stay tuned because I'm telling you, you won't be mad that you stuck around. Thank y'all so much. But yo, bro, I just gotta say, I say this every week, and this week is no different. I, for one, am the type of person that will see something. If you text me, boom, okay, see it. I'm gonna come back to it. Probably doing something right now. But when I come back to it and I click on it, if it's some absolute absurdity, I'm going to be very thankful that you did that. Needless to say, P7 and Monster Elicit keep me very much entertained by way of our group chat. And I'll mostly say P7 because you ever been like, you ever been in a snowball fight and it's this one kid that just seemed to never run out of snowballs and they just keep coming? That's P. So I
told y'all I was on the road, man. I'll be bored up in that hotel room sometimes. Be waiting, you know.
I feel it. Well, the thing that I was thinking about, first of all, now for those of y'all that don't know, I don't mind telling people. I talk about it all the time. I was a manager at Wendy's for 11 years. 11 years. That's a long time to do anything, but especially work at fucking Wendy's. So at first I was like, I think Monster's trying to be funny when he put this in the chat. But then I watched the video and I was like, you know what? The people need to get a piece of this because I'm gonna tell y'all after this video run exactly how I would handle this situation. But yeah, let's do it.
I'm doing good. I know it's like 2 minutes before you guys close, but can I still order?
Yeah, sure.
Cool. Yeah, can I get 10 bacon cheeseburgers, please?
10 bacon cheeseburgers?
What? Yeah, can you get those all the way?
All the way?
Yeah, extra bacon too.
Extra bacon.
And then like 14 large fries.
14 large fries? Okay.
No. And then 12 chocolate shakes.
Where's
too,
the manager
please.
at? Where's the manager? She just goes to the register, right? Nah, where's the manager
Can I
at?
get my buns like extra toasted?
That is the manager.
Let me see. Can I get 4 hot dogs too, please?
4?
Yeah,
yo, son,
that's the cook. That's the cook in the back. That was the cook.
I'm gonna be very, very honest with you. I'm gonna be completely honest because I don't work at Wendy's no more, and I didn't do nothing illegal, so to speak. And even if I did, the statute of limitations is up. So, as soon as I see you approaching the door, and we still got 2 minutes till we close, I'm locking it and turning the lights off and acting like I don't see you.
Mm-hmm.
Why are you here? You ain't got nothing better to do with your life than to be here disturbing me right now. I'm trying to go home, cuz. What are you?
No. If you didn't phone that order in or something like that, and something that I owe you, you ain't getting in that door. No.
Oh, nah, B. Nah.
What didn't you? Don't you have somebody stationed? Like you have somebody waiting, like right, like 5 minutes before. Every job I had, I was that guy when I first started the job. You know what I mean? I'm hey, new guy, go stand at the door. I'm like, oh, why? Gets me 5 minutes till. I want you to lock it. Which 5 minutes till? Yeah, lock it. Yes. She must be.
You are not lying.
She's crazy.
She's on drugs. See, this is what I be talking about when I be saying they gotta stop letting people out the house on drugs. See, it's one thing to go out of this house on medication. Going outside the house on drugs is a whole different conversation. You know what I'm saying?
Say it like that.
Oh man, I'm just saying, like now I'm curious about what this is because I'm gonna be completely honest. These next two videos that I'm about to play back to back, I did not watch either one of them because when we were in the midst of having our meeting, I was using my phone, so I couldn't do two things at once like I do when we're on the computer. But Monster called this practicing. I don't know what's being practiced, but we about to find out. Right now, together, we're gonna learn this thing together.
Look what I've been practicing.
Oh shit!
Oh
yeah! That's what he's been practicing.
Yep.
Yo! Oh, I love this kid. Oh man, I like him already. Oh shit! So now that only makes me more curious about the second video called "Practicing's Little Brother." Oh, don't tell me the kid got up off the ground and just slapped her back.
That was a sucker punch for real.
Oh, I love it. I love it. Bro, one of my guilty pleasures is watching those power slap videos. That's one of my guilty pleasures. I will put my headphones in so don't nobody know what's going on and be over in the corner dying laughing because somebody got slapped and their head hit them. Oh! And I love crazy kids, so that just made my day. I love that,
right?
I love crazy kids, yo. I'm telling you, I love crazy kids. Oh man, I sincerely hope Monster Elicit make it here. I really do. But I tell you what, this is what I'm gonna do because at present I'm running a little behind where I wanted to be at this point, just a little bit, and it's okay because the only reason why I'm thinking about this, me, P, and Monster all on the same time. Everybody else that we be having on here be in a different time zone, so I be trying to be mindful of that. And plus, you know how we'll get going and get on our bullshit, and then I'll be like, "Oh shit, we've been talking for an hour and a half. Damn, they left. Oh shit!" And I'll be in the Instagram DM like, "Oh my god, Deja and Brittany, I'm so sorry."
That happened one time. One time. You gotta let that go, man. You gotta let that go. You know, we're doing better. We're keeping to our time schedules. Just let that go.
I wanted to cry so bad. I was like, man, I failed. But yo, y'all know what it is, man. Y'all already know this is one of my favorite segments that we've ever done on Pantha Politix because I'm a true crime junkie and almost all of them have been true crime so far. But these two young sisters I got turned on to by virtue of being tuned into the other two of the other parts of the BTCC, which was Melanin Mayhem and Melanin Mysteries. I found them first. So when I first heard BTCC, I was like, okay. I kind of had a feeling what it meant, but then they started going deeper into detail, and I watched the show start to grow, and I kept hearing a sip of red rum, a sip of red rum, a sip of red rum, and I was like, okay, look, why am I bullshit? I already know I'm gonna do it. I know me. I know I'm gonna do it. So let me dive in. I, for one, have said many times how I love to see the evolution of things and how I love to see them progress and grow and get better. And I can honestly say I binge things just so I can hear that in real time. A Sip of Red Rum is quickly becoming one of my favorite podcasts. And I listen to a lot of podcasts, a lot more than I listen to music right now. So I ain't gonna talk y'all head off. We're gonna let them tell y'all about what they get down with. Pantha Politix Podcast. Pod to pod.
I put this on everything. My state of thought brought you Carter meets Jeff Fort. He's Jeff T, but it ain't revolution for sport. It's more like a riot in criminal court. Level the beast with a subliminal thought. Hold up, I ain't on my Nat Turner at the present. Nah. I'm rolling up on the cusp of.
Oh, we got Deja and Brittany. A Sip of Red Rum in the building. How y'all doing?
Good. How are y'all?
Oh, we great. I'm higher than the giraffe tonsils. I'm good. I'm straight as this. All good.
Well, I need to go get me a little sippy sip.
Okay. Man.
So I gotta ask. This is as much for me and P as it is for everybody listening, obviously. First, where y'all from? And how did y'all meet each other?
Oh, that's a crazy story. Okay, so me personally, I'm an Army brat, so I just say I'm from all over the place. I'm from pretty much up and down the East Coast, but I claim Georgia.
Vietnam.
Yeah, I've been there.
Vietnam.
Vietnam, yes, I have. I got up out of there quick.
I don't blame you.
Yeah, I was like, we got to go. But yeah, I claim Georgia though, because that's where I'm from. That's where I was born, Georgia Peach. But I stay in Texas now. And how did we meet? Well, it's very crazy.
It's real funny.
Me and my mom, we was at the store at Walmart, just, mind our business, just goofing off. And I think, I think it was Deja's mom's phone went off and she had like a ringtone of somebody. I don't forget what song it was.
She got it. Monica, my stepdad was calling her. So his ringtone is Everything to Me by Monica.
That's probably what it was. Yeah.
It's been his ringtone forever.
I love that.
Yes. My mom, she just started singing it. I was like, bro, like we are in the grocery store. Like, what are you doing? Like, why are you out here singing this song? Like you Monica or whatever. And then, we went around the corner or whatever, mind our business. And then her mom comes back around, was like, hey. She's like, I'm new here in San Antonio, and is this your daughter? And she's like, yes, my daughter. She's like, I have a daughter too, and she's about the same age. Like, can I give you my number so they could text? And just business.
Wait, how old were you guys when you met?
It was just like a few years ago. Like what?
Yeah, I think I was like 27. No, I was 28. I was 28.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm all thinking you're like 12, maybe 11, 12.
I was like
trying to look up, like, you just moved.
No, it's like a year or two ago.
Yeah.
You're like 45.
Okay. That's deep. All right.
Yeah.
But it worked out.
Look at you, make those connections, yo.
I know it.
Yeah, it worked out.
Yeah, no doubt.
I mean, it worked out really well because my mom new to Texas, and it was hard for me to make friends out there. And she was telling me that she had met Brittany and her mom because of the ringtone situation. And we were just laughing about that. And so she was like, "Oh, here's Brittany's number. Text her, and things like that." And I think we might have linked up that first day, and it's been ever locked in ever since.
Yeah,
that's fine. So where you from, Dave? Where you from originally?
I am from Metro Atlanta. So you can't say Atlanta because they try to be funny and shit. But I'm from the Metro Atlanta. I'm from Rockdale County. But moved to Texas over the years because of COVID, and that's how I ended up in Texas.
Oh, okay.
And now she in Florida. She done left me.
Yes, I'm in the gun state.
Man.
Mm-hmm.
You know what?
Fucking
the gun state.
Yeah, absolutely. The gunshine state. Yeah, they be wilding out there. But yo, I be trying to tell people, they be like, oh my God, they're wilding in Florida. I'm like, dog, Washington is open carry. Don't get it twisted. Don't get it to the Wild West out here in the heartbeat. Don't get it twisted. Oh my goodness. So I gotta ask, and before I ask anything, Monster, what's up, man? You good? I had a feeling about that. Yeah.
Yo, you know the problem?
What's that?
I'm white. That means that I'm entitled as fuck. But I also got violent tendencies, which means I will bust somebody's fucking ass and not sleep. Like, I'll be fine. I sleep like a baby.
Oh my God.
But these motherfuckers keep wanting to play with me. I've been working all day after I got back from my first job. Computer been fine. I log on to StreamYard. They like, nah, cracker. And
across the board.
Bro,
I got that message too.
Yeah,
Khalid Muhammad administered fucking StreamYard.
Yeah, they were like, nah, black spaces. Click. I was like, bitch, I was invited. You can't get me out the cookout. I was pissed. Anyway,
you didn't use your black card.
Rightfully so.
You got your black card. You should use the number on the back.
Motherfucker, they apparently they don't take it. It's expired. I need to go re-up.
Oh man,
not expired.
Just shit like this.
See, I ain't that kind of white. I don't watch my documentation.
Oh shit, man. Okay, so yeah, I'm glad
I
you're
didn't
here,
mean
bro.
to interrupt. Y'all can keep going. My bad.
You good. I'm so glad you're here. Absolutely. Oh shit. So I always wonder, especially, and this may sound crazy when I say it, but you, the two of you, Renee, Tiffany, even Kay, like all of y'all, blew me away because I'm not so in tune to women being so in tune to true crime. You know what I'm saying? So what was the thing that drew you to it? And how early did that happen?
It started when I was like 8. You know, I was a bad child growing up. You know, I didn't listen. So I'll get in trouble. Yeah, look, looks can be deceiving now.
We say it all the time.
I've changed my ways. But I used to get in trouble and I would have to sit down on the couch and watch whatever my mama was watching on TV, and she was watching like Snapped or something. I'm just like, oh damn, I gotta sit here and listen to this. Like, I want to watch Kim Possible or something, like Elicit Park or something. I don't want to watch this. So then one day I got in trouble and I sat down there and I was like, whoa, this is pretty interesting. I'm like, that's why they call it Snap, because that heifer snapped. She snapped. And I just been in love with it ever since. That's how me and my mom bond. We sit there and watch true crime together. And then Deja put me on to Sisters Who Kill podcast. And then ever since then, I was like, you know what? I want to start my own podcast. And then here we are.
Sisters Who Kill. Y'all next.
Hey, good luck.
Get you. I'm coming to get you. You better believe it. I'm coming.
Sounds like you heard them.
What?
Them before.
Oh man. I've heard them, and I understand why when I hear like everybody that's come on has given a shout to them. You know what I'm saying? And I get it. Absolutely. I get it completely.
Oh yeah. Them and Melanin and Mysteries. So
Melanin is that damn Willie. You know what? Real quick, Deja, before you tell me how you got into true crime, I'm gonna tell y'all now. And I know this is how I'm gonna know whether or not he watched the pod by how he responds to this. I'm gonna send in an anonymous letter to Melanin Mysteries and say I want Willie to read it, and I will make up the craziest name I can think of.
Oh yeah.
And I'm like, and I want him to say my name when he reads it.
He'll try his hardest.
I got he will try. I gotta give it to him. He will give it he'll give it the old college try for sure. Absolutely. You know you my man 50 grand, Willie. Hey, but I gotta get you. I owe you one anyway.
We love him.
Absolutely. So Miss Deja, how did you get into true crime?
Well, I watched a little true crime in high school, you know, kind of just watching whatever my mom was watching. Didn't take a real good interest in it. And then COVID hit. Let me tell you, COVID just changed my life. I had a baby during COVID. I started watching true crime during COVID. Like I had nothing else to do. And before I knew
things related?
What?
The baby and the true crime. I mean, is those two things related? They're not related? No. I'm just
No. I'm just saying, like I went through a lot during COVID. So, you know, my life has changed.
No doubt.
And so it just kind of piqued my interest during COVID. And,
I'm sorry.
I just want to say I appreciate both y'all because, like, the fact that more women are getting into true crime is dope. But when white women get into true crime, it made me think that they want to do something to me. So just the fact that y'all are just getting in for general interest, like, big up, thank you.
I mean, I know how to get away with it if I really wanted to.
Yeah, but see, that's the thing. You said if you really want to. They come in with predetermination.
I mean, you got a point.
Yeah.
That's crazy. That's crazy, but it's real. Okay. So I know y'all heard me say it earlier, and I'll get back to it. I said I would get back to it, so I'm getting back to it now. I can always tell, like I told Willie and Tiffany the same thing. Like from the first time I heard y'all to right before y'all came on the pod, and then ever since then, like even after that point, I've watched it become more cohesive And even the way y'all be like, when Willie say some wild shit, and Tiffany be like, nigga, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you can tell that's really them. Like the real them, the more comfortable they get starts to come out. And Renee has always been awesome as a storyteller, but even her, you can tell as she's gotten more comfortable with podcasting, how much more fluid it's become and all the other things. I listened to y'all, and the first 3 episodes, I was like, it's coming. I know it's coming. It's coming. I know it's coming. I know it's coming because I hear it. And sure enough, y'all hit y'all stride. I was like, there they go. They going. They off to the races now. And sure enough, it's the evolution has been incredible. The process that y'all go through, like researching this and prep for podcasts, like what? Take us through a typical prep for an episode for y'all.
Ooh, well, so like y'all know, we do 2 episodes every other week. So we do a Texas Tuesday and then a regular episode. And then now that Deja's in Florida, instead of a Texas Tuesday, we'll do a Florida Friday in a regular episode. So, you know, research is intense sometimes because you got to watch documentaries, make sure you're getting all the right information. And not all documentaries give you the right information or all the information. So you got to you got to go look online, deep dive. Like our first episode, I did like a real good deep dive because it actually happened in my mom's hometown. So my mom even knew the guy. So she helped me out and got some research for me. And, you know, I found people's Facebook pages and photos from there. And just, you know, it's time consuming, especially when you have a date that you got to get it done by, and then you got to record it, and then you got to edit it and upload the social media pictures, and it's a lot.
Oh yeah, I know. Oh yeah, I know.
But we get it done. I'd say the most time consuming part is the research.
It is.
And finding the pictures, because some cases don't have any pictures. So
true. Very true.
Yeah. And then there's certain things you can post on social media and certain things you can't. So it's like, yeah.
You skirt that line a lot.
One of the funniest things. Oh, dog, let me tell you, I'm very surprised that I have not received a letter in the mail to say, listen, sir, we need you and your friends to reel that shit in. We need you and your friends to reel that shit in. Y'all wildin'.
I'm surprised I'm not on the FBI's most wanted list from the things I search. Like, shit.
Oh, you are.
You feel me?
That's how I was able to find it.
Yeah, I was gonna say, if you was, they wouldn't tell you.
Exactly. They're gonna pop up one day. Put your hands behind your back.
The list
now they're probably helping you out. You're probably helping them out.
Right?
Exactly.
Bringing up their stuff.
Yeah. Oh my
why did I think of that? They said this. What?
We didn't think about that.
Right.
Find out where they live and hire them immediately.
Exactly. I need some money on it. Give me some money.
Oh, never mind. I ain't gonna say it. Go ahead.
I got a question. If you're done for a second, Sev, I don't want to interrupt because I don't know where y'all was at. So, like, as I was listening to you guys' podcast, everybody on the network that I've listened to, like, you guys are just great storytellers.
Oh, thank you.
And it finally popped into my head, like, while you are doing your research, obviously you know what happened, but you guys lead us in throughout the story to try and keep it a little bit of a mystery. Do you ever have trouble, like, not like kind of burying the lead and not be like, yeah, this motherfucker's guilty and that's why he's a Trump. And you know this is on some bullshit. Because one of the last episodes that I heard like a twinge in a voice somewhere, and I was like, that motherfucker did it.
Yeah, we be home back. I'm like, don't say that yet.
Yeah. Or even like
I'll be hearing the little noises Brittany be making, and I be telling it like, oh, she know.
Yeah.
She know.
Don't give it away, Brittany.
We try not to.
Like, even though we know who it is. We'd be like, girl, what do you mean? Who?
Right. You know you got the script.
But why did he get out of the car?
That's
Who's that just walking around that late at night on the road? Like, who is that?
Baby, go inside. It's dangerous.
Talking about the guy who took his shirt off.
Switch it up. Yeah, switch his shirt up.
Oh my goodness. Okay, so check it. I got a question. And this one is one that I'm all, actually the answers that I've received to this question so far are kind of surprising. So I'm gonna see if y'all's situation is any different. Has there been a case that you've researched or you've reported, which like what was is there one that was harder than the rest to kind of stomach?
The one's about the children for me.
Yeah,
because I'm a mother, so I have a soft spot for kids, and I don't really like true crime stuff against kids, but
I feel you.
Yeah, I would say the kids too. The one that really hit me was the one that was, in my mom's hometown, because it was right down the street from my grandma's house, and I've literally walked past that area around that time frame. So it's like I could have been the one to find the body. So I mean, that one kind of hit me a little bit because it's like, dang, like I know exactly where all that's at. I've been there, and like it's just, it's kind of wild that happened right there.
That's crazy.
Yeah, that one was hard.
That's crazy.
Real close. Yeah.
So that's wild, and I guess it kind of bugged me out because a lot of times I ask that question, and most of them be like, "Nah," you know what I'm saying? I mean, or I guess maybe it could be, some people. Even though I think in most cases the stuff with kids hit everybody different.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like I can watch 100 adults get guillotined out here in the street right now and not blink. I don't care. Whatever. Maybe they deserve it. I don't know. I'm not asking questions. As long as my head ain't in that bitch, I'm cool. So like,
break my water, my business.
You feel me?
Right.
But if it's a kid, we got a different situation going on now. Because who holding the rope? Your head about to be in there. What are we doing? Like kids are, man. I'm glad you brought that up. But so is there was there ever a desire to be in any branch of law enforcement or anything, or is this strictly from I want to know because I'm interested?
We should talk about that today, Brittany. Like,
I know, right?
we do it just for fun. Like, I mean, we're interested, but us like going back and forth on the podcast sometimes, I mean, to be informative, yes, but for shits and giggles too. So
yeah, I mean, back in the day, growing up, it was like, I want to be a police officer, I want to be a nurse, doctor. At one point, I wanted to be a medical examiner, but once I started working in a hospital, I found out that I could not handle blood. So that was next. So
that definitely kind of takes that out of play right there.
Yeah. Like I can look at it on a picture, but actually being right there with it, I'm like, getting a little lightheaded. I'm gonna go sit down. Y'all got it. I literally was gonna pass out when somebody was getting their blood drawn and she couldn't get the needle in. I was like, call me back when you're ready. I was like, you keep missing and there's blood everywhere, so I just can't.
No. She said,
I can see the stomach.
Yeah, I mean, yo, that's crazy. Oh my goodness.
So I did want to be a medical examiner, but I was like, no, it's not gonna happen.
So to kind of piggyback on that a little bit, did any of you guys ever think about being journalists then, or even just like writers of true crime? Okay, definitely. Okay.
I thought about journalism. I was always a communication major. I actually got my bachelor's in public relations, but I thought about broadcasting. That have been a thought process.
Yeah, not for me. Even though that's what we do now, but it never like crossed my mind to be a journalist. Wild. Yeah,
it's crazy too because you talk about
research
going into broadcasting, and it makes me wonder. Like, I first of all, I think y'all would both smoke that if y'all did do it. But I guess the part of it, okay, you said you were in public relations, but I mean, it ain't really that big of a jump from one to the other, really, if you think about it. So yeah, Monster, you was about to ask something. My bad. I'm high, man. Forgive me. Go ahead.
I'm white. I gone first long enough. No, I was just gonna say that like your question was especially hilarious to me because one of the last episodes that I listened to, homie's his like explanation of everything was so bad that Deja and Brittany were both like, see, this is why we couldn't be detectives. Because we'd be like, that's stupid. Lock his ass up.
I'm quick to lock somebody up over something stupid.
I try to be a little.
I heard a lot of that.
Yeah.
Like, you want to lock a lot of people up for stupid things, like them being dumb. And I'm like, that's gonna be a lot of. You guys can't be cops. There's no way y'all are taking him and people.
Yeah.
Right.
Like, he was like, you know that's bullshit, and they let him go.
Look, if you fix your mouth to lie, I'm locking you up.
Yeah.
I see it coming.
That's my life.
We out here sniffing out the stupidity. So I know y'all got some crew events coming up with BTCC. First of all, for those who are unaware, even though I don't know how you could be, almost all of them. Oh, brother keeper guy.
Oh,
not
my brother's keeper.
Not my brother's keeper. I'm coming for you too, partner.
Gotta get him on here.
You pulling up. You pulling up. Trust and believe.
Yo, for talking about talking about true crime, you say that a lot, bro. I'm coming for you. It's like, damn.
Yo, that's so wild, right? I know, right? Hey, trust. Hey, you ain't got to worry about nothing. By the time I get to wherever you at, I'm probably gonna be, and I'm just like, oh, what are snacks? And
right. I'm out of there.
I'm too high for this shit. Anything you'll learn very quickly. There's only two ways you're gonna find me: too high for this shit or not high enough for this shit. That's it. That's the only two ways.
Love
I want. So I'll be wondering when I listen to because y'all crew is y'all all do true crime, and sometimes because of I know y'all started. And everybody kind of following their own path. So at times y'all will report the same story. You know what I'm saying? And I don't have a problem with it because I love to hear it told from all the different perspectives. Because it's your personal insights are the most important thing to me. Once I got the blueprint. Okay, I get it. Boom. Now, what do you think? That's what I want to know. What do you think? Because I know how I be feeling watching the shit, and I be like, oh. I ain't so sure that I understand how you was able to do that for so long with nobody knowing that you was doing it.
Yeah.
So I know y'all got some events coming up, and y'all gonna be all telling different stories at the same event. Tell me more about that. That's in the A, right?
Yes. Yes. It's gonna be in Atlanta.
Yes.
Dang, that's next month. Oh, that is next month.
It's September 3rd. Remember?
Yeah.
Everybody posting things today.
Man, I got so much going on these next 2 months. Lord.
Time is flying, y'all.
She said, yeah, it's a thing. It is in October. And I'm like, but when? That was like the alley-oop. They got that Pod Strickland thing again. That was the alley-oop.
It's all good. Listen, I get it.
Yes. But yes, we got an event for the BTCC in Atlanta, Georgia on October 18th. It's called Crime Canvases and Cocktails. We're basically going to be doing like a sip and paint. We got some canvases. We made some images, true crime images that, people would want to paint, like our logo, everybody's logo, or something random.
That's right. Body crime scene.
Got an axe in his head.
ChatGPT wasn't working with me. She was saying I was messing up their guidelines and stuff. So I was like, okay, I'll chill.
She said she gonna block you. Be careful.
Yeah, she's like, you going against the guidelines. We can't do all that. It's simple stuff. It's simple. Yeah, we're gonna be drinking. You're gonna get 4 different like 30-minute stories from each podcast because we only got a certain amount of time. And once we get to talking, we like to veer off and stuff. especially about my brother's keeper. He be going. He be going. So you get like 4 little short stories from us, and we're gonna paint, we're gonna sip, we're gonna have merch there. We're just gonna have a good time. And then hopefully, if that turns out to be a good turnout, we'll have more.
Man, I sincerely hope so. I think it's a beautiful thing seeing all of y'all like blossom in the ways that y'all have, like, and being able to watch it. And I'm glad I kind of got to the party late, so that way I got to listen to a lot all at one time.
That's how
so I got to see. Yeah, like I'd be liking to see the like I said, I like to see the evolution in real time. So like for me, real time has to happen quickly because I don't got a lot of time. So I'll be like, okay, boom, I'm getting ready to do this thing. So while I'm doing this, I'm playing this. Right. Let's go. Yeah, and y'all like Monster said, y'all are great storytellers. I'm curious, like, are there any other plans to like maybe expand beyond podcasting at some point into maybe other forms of media, perhaps?
We talked about YouTube. We're not too sure yet. We're still trying to get the pod thing down with the editing and systems and tech issues and stuff. So we're not ready to add that on our plate yet.
Brittany, I just realized we're about to be a year.
October 31st. See, we got too much going on.
Like all this in the year.
Thank you.
It's gonna be a year. October what?
31st. Halloween.
October 31st. Oh wow, that's lit. Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
Dang, that came quick.
That is fire. Oh my goodness. I'm gonna make sure we give y'all a nice big happy anniversary shout out on all the Pantha Politix Network social medias and all that shit.
Yes.
Like, man, that's what I like to see, man. That shit is dope. I'm loving it.
Yeah, so I'm surprised we made it this far.
Wow.
So one interesting fact about each one of y'all that you think people are dig that ain't got shit to do with a true crime podcast.
I mean, I'm pretty boring. I mean, look, I work a regular 9 to 5, just like everybody else. Pay my rent like everybody else,
Got bills.
Regular. I'm just a little bit funny here.
Okay, so what other talents do you have? You sing, rap, big beats, do ballet, anything? I don't know.
Water ski.
Ballet. I can sing a little bit, but I ain't like no Beyonce or none. I be singing in the shower and in the car, and might catch me slipping. I might sing something, but I'm shy when it comes to that.
Oh my goodness.
Shower stage. I'm all about the shower stage.
Yeah. Concerts.
One of the flyest things I ever heard a human being say was when 50 Cent said, "What you mean I can't sing, nigga? I'm Luther Vandross in the shower." I was like, yeah.
Yes.
Oh my God. Right? I sound like Beyonce in the shower now.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, I'm a regular Brian McKnight in the shower. You know what I'm saying? But,
All right,
what's the when the water go off, it'd be Larry McDade. But yeah. Just saying, I'm just saying, man, thank y'all so much for coming. Man, I'm so glad y'all slid, like, for real, because I thought they was gonna be like, nigga, who is you?
Y'all, I listened to a few of y'all podcasts.
Hey, yo, we be wild, and I apologize.
No, look, we go out now too. So I'm about to edit a lot of stuff out because I'll be tripping.
Somehow that does surprise me.
That's where the editing problem comes.
Yeah,
I want those outtakes.
Me too. I want to hear the stuff you cut out.
Yeah.
No, you don't. I be cussing up a store. I told you I'm a military brat.
I know.
Oh my
I'm military.
I do know that y'all try not to do that. That's a conscious thing. Y'all try not to curse on the podcast.
I try not to curse too much because then my mama gonna get on me.
Yeah,
my grown age.
Tone it down.
Yeah, she be like, you need to tone it down a little bit. You cuss a little too much. Mom, I'm grown.
I'm so glad my mama don't understand what Pantha Politix Podcast means.
I was about to say, are y'all's mamas gonna watch this one? Because now I feel like I gotta apologize.
They might listen to everything I do.
Damn.
Yeah, don't apologize. She's straight. Mama, if you hear this, leave him alone.
Oh shoot.
He grown.
Wait, so now you're gonna watch yourselves? Like my mother-in-law and my mom watched this thing, and y'all now you care?
You're right.
Well, see, the difference is your mother-in-law, your mom know us already.
Nah, you know what? Nah, that's messed up, man. You know what? I'm out.
He says I'm out, and then my logo goes up on the screen. I love it. That's a win. Well, like I said, y'all are more than welcome to hang out and kick it with us if you want. I mean, I understand you got lives you got to get to tomorrow, so if y'all got to take off, I gotta understand that too. I feel you said you was already in your night clothes. She was like, "Yo, is it cool if I just?" You know what I'm saying? I was like, "Yeah, you got the faceplate up there. It's cool." Like, I am not tripping. I'm not all I gotta get along with it all. So, if you could tell the people how they can find you on socials and online and stream y'all and listen to the beautifulness that is a Sippin Redrum and all that good stuff.
You can definitely find us on Instagram at a Sippin Redrum Pod, TikTok at a Sippin Redrum Podcast, Facebook group at a Sippin Redrum Podcast. You can listen to us on Spotify, Apple Music. Apparently we're on iHeart. Yeah.
It's on a lot of stuff.
Yeah, we're like on iHeart and some other stuff I saw today, and I was like, I ain't know we was on these other websites. I don't know what they called or nothing because I ain't know we was on there. But yeah, definitely we mostly on Amazon, Spotify, Apple Music, iHeart. Yeah, that's about it for us. Of course, the BTCC Facebook page, including our friends, Melanin Mystery, Melanin Mayhem, and Not My Brother's Keepers. If you haven't heard of them, please check them out.
Yes, y'all need him next. Come invite him.
Yes.
Oh yeah, I gotta get him on here. I got to, absolutely. Yeah, matter of fact, yeah, I definitely got to do that. Definitely got to do that because I already know that it's getting ready to be. Because when Willie was here, we for the most part we stuck to the subject, but every now and then we took us hard left and then had to take a couple of rights to get back where we needed to be.
Hard left with Arthur. Y'all gonna be lefting all the way. Ain't gonna be no right. Y'all gonna be just going left all night.
Y'all gonna have a good time.
So, hey, I'm looking forward to it. Absolutely. Well, you ladies get some rest. We getting ready to do a little more foolishness before we get out of here. But thank y'all again so much.
Thank you, guys.
No problem at all. Make sure y'all check out a Sippin Redrum everywhere. Make sure y'all support the BTCC. Black True Crime is a thing. You dig? We really do this shit. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing.
I put this on everything. My state of thought brought you Carter meets Jeff 4. He's Jeff T, but it ain't revolution for sport. It's more like a riot in criminal court. Level the beast with a subliminal thought. Hold up, I ain't on my Nat Turner at the present. Nah. I'm rolling up on the cusp of a...
Oh yeah, I forgot to even mention our new partners over at W Energy. Hi, W. Looking forward to doing some work, man. If you make an order or W right now, you can use the code Pantha Politix, all one word, Pantha Politix for 10% off. Buy shit, man. You know what I'm saying? I won't name the other drink right now, but it's very comparable to another drink that I drink on a regular basis. So, yeah. I think this is gonna be good. Now we can act the fuck up. Oh man. So I didn't get to ask you, man. I know you told us a little, but I mean, how was your weekend, man? Monster?
It was some bullshit. It was this all fucking weekend. Yeah,
Oh,
it
man.
was the same problems all weekend, and yeah, I'm angry and white, and that just made me more angry. Yeah. So yeah, no, it wasn't none good. But yo, I did read a story, and we can go like further into the next pod, but it raised a question that I feel like I have to ask, but it's kind of weird. I'll explain why. But before y'all sit on the toilet, do you look into the bowl?
Yeah.
Yeah, like I always look in the bowl before I sit down. I thought that was just common practice.
I mean, I've been in weird places around the world where things may come up out of the toilet.
Yeah,
so, yeah,
exactly.
Look.
So I was reading an article, and this dude sat on the toilet, and as soon as he made contact, he felt a sharp pain in his nuts, and it turned out that there was a python in the motherfucking toilet, and like he got into a sword fight and lost.
Pythons are big.
Yeah,
pythons are big.
And the thing is, there's pictures.
Was this early in the morning? Was this late at night where there's no lights?
I don't know. Yeah, but I was angry as hell. I was like, you know what? You deserve what you got.
Oh my goodness.
Dog.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. That's crazy.
I mean, probably try to make his way out. You know what I mean? He was like, look, I'm coming through. Don't sit on me. Don't sit on me. Ah, snap.
So, now look what you made me do.
Yeah, right? Move, motherfucker. I'm trying to get out. I want to be down
Your
there.
balls are not on the menu this morning.
Yeah. So the article was like, there's a new fear unlocked. I was like, nah, I got a new method for fucking murder, and like y'all are stupid for not looking in the bowl. So anybody that get got by it, it's on you.
Look in the bowl.
Yeah.
It is simple mathematics. What the fuck? Yo, that's just crazy.
That's like females like going to the bathroom and not looking to see if the seat is down. Right? I know the courtesy thing is to have the seat down for and all that good stuff. Yeah, you know, I get it. Sometimes we forget, people forget, things happen. You know what I mean? Look, just turn your eyeballs to the bowl. Oh wait, that don't look right. The seat ain't down.
Well,
just be taking it on faith and be just sitting your ass straight down.
I feel like I should be paying tithes right now and shit. Damn, this is crazy. Preach. Hell yeah. That shit is really real. Oh, and you know, here's my thing. And it ain't even that I got nothing against that. Hey, dog, whatever you do, your vibe is your business. I get it. But you gotta normalize not looking at people like they just grew an extra head because they ain't feeling the shit you want. I didn't say nothing. Just kind of gave you a look like, really?
That's not a thing. I do that all the time.
I don't get it. How did I end up out of bounds here? I don't get it. Like, I don't understand.
You just confused me.
Yeah, like, is that what we're supposed to do? I'm not gonna call you out because I'm not sure about this. But
man,
well, I'm gonna tell you some. Like, so Monday night we was on Monday Night Live and shit. And so my man Benz pulled up, you know what I'm saying? Ed was running a little late, but Benz was gonna be on anyway. But so we was in the midst of talking about some shit, and so I said, "Yo, you know what? I don't never really give you a chance to get it off." But Ed, so Phantom, solo on you.
Late flag.
About the wrestling event in Paris. So he gets to talking about the wrestling event in Paris. And all I keep hearing, the only thing I'm hearing as he's talking is there's a bunch of scantily clad grown men running around, diving on each other off turnbuckles and shit. They're entertaining people and make them think that they're fighting. That's funny. And I recall him trying to tell us, like, as crazy as it seems like wrestling fans are in America, like the wrestling fans overseas are worse. And I was like, I can't imagine them being worse because, well, I mean,
Twist it! Oh my god, dude, this is an MMA fight, dude. Too much. Twist that dick! Twist his dick! Twist his dick! Oh my god, dude. Oh my god. Oh, dick twist!
The old
like that was the classic finisher.
That's the technique. The old dick.
Bro,
he knows. He's seen it. He's seen
you don't remember? That's that classic finisher from the 80s.
Yeah, the old dick twist.
What WWE did you watch it, man? Because I never saw that shit. Like, I mean, like we had WrestleMania.
What in the hell?
I never saw anybody go right for that.
Wow, bro. I wasn't ready. I wasn't ready for that.
I'll bring a video next week. Don't worry, I got you.
Oh, some luchador stuff. I probably
that shit is wild. Now, I do want us to talk briefly about some real news, but before we do it, I'm becoming like really fascinated by some of this fake news stuff.
Yeah,
it's really funny. And I think, and here's part of the problem. Like when sometimes you can look at something and you just know it's not real. Like there's no way that's real. You know what I'm saying? Like not only is it not rational, because there's plenty of things that are real that we won't find rational. It's not that it's not rational that's happening. That's just not real. You know what I'm saying? I mean, there's no way. It's just not possible. So I think if people get past some of their, and unfortunately, we said this before, and I'll say it again. There's no way to put a Band-Aid now on the AI wound. Okay. It's too late.
It's here.
It's too late. So, but like, dog, when you see that shit, like you be knowing you see it. So tell me I'm wrong.
Happened somewhere today.
I went to my window and I was like, whoa, there's some bullshit happening.
Instances of bullshit like this are on the rise. Is that right?
Yes, although why is unclear. Some say it's because of one fucking reason. Others say it's because of some other fucking reason.
You got to love that shit, yo.
Florida.
Because it's fake, but it's so true.
Yeah. That's how they do their broadcast. It's crazy. You know what I mean?
That's the only truth in media you're gonna get these days.
Oh, that shit is crazy. I love it. Oh my goodness. I love it. Oh, that shit is special. Oh man.
It's a bullshit.
But you know what? All of that shit kind of plays into each other, and I'm kind of glad that played the way it did. The wild dick twister guy, and then the crazy fake news.
Let's not get. I mean, I don't know if he twisted his dick, but
they did way too much talking about dick twisting for them not to have done it. So I'm pretty sure there was some dick twisting going on somewhere.
He was all up. Yeah, he knew about it. He knew.
Yeah, he knew the move and everything.
Yeah,
like, all
everything.
that shit. Yeah.
Like,
Mr. Miyagi and dick twisters and shit. Like, what
yeah.
He's
the fancy corner, man. He's like, do the twist, do the move. I taught you the move. Do it.
That homie's in the Wrestling Hall of Fame right there.
Oh shit.
That's McGillicuddy.
Shit.
That is Dick Twist McGillicuddy right there. That
Damn it,
dude,
the hell.
you know.
See, there we go. There we go. Here we go. See? Oh man. But I mean, while we on it though, pause. I was a huge Rampage Jackson fan. Still am. I think he's a really entertaining guy. No, I still am. I think he's a really entertaining guy. And one of the things that I had enjoyed recently stumbling upon, I think, as a matter of fact, I think wants to put me on to it, was him and his son and their, content online. And I was like, man, that's really cool. You know what I'm saying? And you could tell that like some of it's for ha-has, some of it's real and just don't happen to be funny. But for whatever, it is what it is. So when the recent incident took place with Roger Jackson, it was It kind of caught me off guard. I'll play the video first, then we can talk a little more about it. But
Oh no. Yeah.
Hey, that's hey, I think that's a little.
Oh, you don't show it? Easy. He's not a fucking worker, bro. Calm down.
Yeah, what the fuck was that?
You're good. You're good.
What the fuck was that?
You don't show it?
No, he's not a fucking worker, bro.
What the fuck was that? Hold on. I don't play that shit, bro.
Oh, sorry.
Nah, I will fuck him up, bro.
I know you will.
No.
We're good.
I will fuck him up, bro. I don't play that shit.
Sorry, bro.
You!
Keep hearing video game sounds every time he punch him. I hear video game sounds every time
He's knocking coins out, bro. Like, he went on.
I'm a terrible human. It's okay. I can admit it. Yeah, that shit was crazy.
I thought that was part of the act at first. You know what I mean? I thought it was part of the deal. He's playing the heel, coming in there, doing the thing, and then after that body slam, like, okay, it was like, oh, got him up on the shoulder. Okay, all right, we're gonna do a power bomb. Whoa, wait, hold up. He jumping on his head. No, he going to town. Dang. And then just went a little long. You're like, dang. This is real.
He's still hitting them.
Yeah. Oh, shit. It's not until that one dude came running in and tackled him that I was like, okay, this is for real, because that was some ferocity. You trying to get him off him. That wasn't let me do a reversal, like we see it. No, he was tagging him up. I guess he doesn't play that.
Here's the thing that stands out to me the more times I see that video though. When he slammed him, he didn't land unlike any way I've ever seen somebody land getting slammed before.
Mm-hmm.
There were points when he was punching him where if you look, it almost looks like he's pulling the punch to not all the way go here. You know what I'm saying?
So
something about it look off to me. Like the more I see it, I'm like, something ain't right about this.
Yeah, there are things in there. So at this point, I don't know if it's real or not, but there are some circumstances in there. So I'll just go through the timeline of how it happened, because since the video, there has been further development. So that video happens. Now, at first, I was skeptical like you, and the thing that made me the most skeptical was the first dude, not the second dude that tackled him. The first dude, like that, the dude that's on the ground, the guy that first tried to get him off, that's his man's. So I'm like, you ain't trying very hard though. He was like, come on, buddy. And that's it.
Hey,
so I was like, yeah, that's weird that like your homie's like getting the fucking brakes beat off him, and you're just like, hey, stop that. So that was a little odd to me. And then a video came out of Raja before he went in the ring. And his friend is recording him. And he's saying, yo, I'm going to go in there and fuck this dude up, basically. And I'm like, oh, that you shouldn't record that, because now that's considered premeditation. Because everybody's calling for him to get arrested. So there's that. But then the video comes out that this dude finally woke up from a coma, right? Now, it was 3 days afterward, and he's got all of his people around him, and everything's all good, right? But the thing is, if you see the photo of him in the hospital, his face that he took that extensive beating on is pristine. No bruises, no marks, no nothing. And it's like, okay, you're obviously in a hospital bed, but you telling me you got beat like that and you don't got a single scratch on you? So, yeah, exactly. And then, video came out that of Raja afterward, and he was like, I'm tired of people fucking with me, blah 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 blah. So yeah, like I don't know if this is just a really intricate like rollout of him trying to get more involved in sports entertainment, or if this was some genuine shit. I don't know. He did look like he was fucking him up pretty good, but there's a lot of things that tell me that he didn't.
See, until you said something about his face being pristine, which I gotta go check that out and see that. So it's definitely shooting me the link.
Mm-hmm.
I thought those shots were real because my man's over the top of him and he's driving straight down. Plus, that dude's head is like a brick. Like the dude's got a big head. Mm-hmm. So I wasn't expecting him to get a lot of cock action, but when it started to bounce off of the actual, mat, and my man just kept going, and then he had that kind of, that ferocity of like, let me get off on this. Let me really get my last couple shots in there because I hear footsteps coming.
Mm-hmm.
He had that kind of ferocity. So I thought he was really getting it in. And to the guy that was next to him, I think he thought it was part of the show. Like, oh, we're gonna have this part where the heel comes in, slides in, and interrupts our fight. Oh, is this planned? Oh wait, okay. I should stop this. Wait, no. Oh God, I should stop this because now it's gone too far. But if it was all a show, hey, you got me. I was in.
Yeah.
I was in. Like, so if this is his debut, hey, good one. You're a good villain. Like, because you look like you teed off on that guy.
Yeah, and if it is fake, it shows that like he's really good at what he does. Because I've seen people like guest star or like like show up and do like little runs in different wrestling acts and things like that, and they're terrible. It's like you can tell that this is fake. Like you don't know how to throw a punch without either fully connecting or just not connecting at all, or like you just a really bad actor.
And that's saying something for like wrestling.
Yeah.
Really.
So yeah, I don't know. It could be real, it could be fake, but there you go.
Yeah. I mean, he might be hiding it under all that beard.
It's possible, but he didn't just hit the beard.
Boy, he was like, nah, you should be lumped the fuck up if you got come on, man.
Yeah, his jaw should be wired shut too, because
like Roger Jack, that ain't like getting beat up by the broom. Like, nah, that's like getting beat up by the building that the broom was made in. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm just saying, like that shit's crazy. So I don't know. I got my questions still, but hey, Psycho Stu, whatever the fuck your name is. No disrespect intended. Or whatever. I don't give a fuck. Anyway, if you okay, cool. If y'all faking this shit, whatever. Like they said, good one. Good one.
I mean, by all rights, if it is real, like to a point, like don't start shit. Don't start shit if you can't finish it.
Pretty much. Yeah. Pretty much.
You're like, don't put something on my head like that. Touch me like that. No,
yeah.
I'm surprised he didn't do nothing right then and there. Like,
And then he put his hands on him afterwards, and it's like, like, yeah. So
that would be more justified. So that's the thing where I'm if it is real, you should have done it when the incident first happened, right? You shouldn't let your boy film it. You know what I mean? However, if it is real, I like the way you slid in there and just waited for him to turn around. Think of it. You got that off. That was pretty slick. If it was fake, man, good job. Good job. So I make films. You know what I mean? I'm all about the illusion game. And that was pretty good. That was really, really good. It had me. Good sequence of events. So keep it up. Yeah. Make it entertaining.
It just so, and I'll say this, and I'm done. But it's just when the video came out of him, I'm about to fuck this dude up. Nah, for real, bro. Nah, for real. Like, nah, I'm about to fuck this dude up. I'm thinking in the back of my brain, See, hey, I know who your daddy is, and I done heard him talk enough times to know that he's told you about saying shit in front of cameras.
Mm-hmm.
I know that he knows, and I know he's told you. So it don't matter the amount of time that's passed. It's been a significant amount of time to get all them people in that space and for that match to be getting started. Because I guarantee you that wasn't the first one.
Mm.
So it took time for that to occur. So you had all this time to calm the fuck down.
Mm-hmm.
Or to step to your business in a more private space. You know what I'm saying? I just don't buy that you're that dumb. I don't. I'm sorry. And I maybe I'm giving motherfuckers too much credit. Maybe I am. I could be wrong. I just get the impression. But then again, you tried your daddy. So maybe you are that dumb. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong again. Who knows? But yeah, man. I would say thoughts and prayers, but that's like trying to take a piss in the wind. So anyway. It is what
break a leg.
Oh shit.
I don't even know.
Oh shit. Oh man, yo, I've been dying to get to this because I know we got some music. I know we got some music shit we want to get to. Oh, and before we even jump to that, don't forget y'all, episode 200 is coming up, and off the tail of episode 200, there's gonna be some new things developing. You know what I'm saying? Some new series developing in regards to a lot of more cultural conversations, not just hip hop culture, but that's where we started. And we're gonna expand from there. So it's a lot coming down the pipeline. We finally gonna get to put the Patreon to use. So y'all stay tuned. We'll be giving y'all more information about Tiz, how y'all can sign up over there and make sure that y'all supporting the network. Thank y'all to everybody who's already locked in with us. I promise y'all, it's only gonna get better. I promise. It's only gonna get better. But before we get to music, and this particular music conversation is very, very personal to me. So I'm looking forward to it. But before we get to it, I appreciate that there's been some transitional assists here. So let's give it a run and see what we got.
Oh shit, this nigga dead, y'all. Oh no, when this happened, niggas dying dead, they never died before. Jesus, why? Ain't nobody tell his dumb ass to die. The fuck?
Yo. I didn't know how bad I needed that. Okay. Oh shit.
I gotta say, the song is funny. The song is
hilarious. Hilarious. Yes.
But I bungee jump. I'm not that scared, nigga. I'm sorry. I'm not that dude that ain't scared to do some stuff like go skydiving or rock climbing or something. I do that shit, right? So that's always funny. I don't know. It's always funny. But
shit, I'm down.
Don't fall for the tropes. You can go swimming. It's okay.
It was just the way that his hands were like flailing.
Oh yeah, that shit was crazy. I was like, yo, the fact, and they throw the line in that niggas is dying and they never died before. I was like, yo, I say that shit on a regular basis. That shit's hilarious. Oh shit. Oh man. So I guess I'm really interested to hear y'all take. The God is back. Rakim Allah, Big Ghost Ltd, the re-up. I was glad that this happened because see, here's my thing. And I think we talked about it when it dropped. The previous Rakim album, I was upset because it was marketed as a Rakim solo album when it was really an album produced by Rakim. He only rapped on like 2 songs. And I was like, well, fuck this. That's not what I came here for. So I'm glad he came back quickly. But you know, I'll get to my inner monologue here later. Thoughts on the album, gentlemen?
Well, I have to apologize. I didn't get a chance to listen to it yet. It's still sitting in my queue because I just got back. So it's definitely something I'm going to be listening to tomorrow. So, but I've heard nothing but good things about it. And I know, Monster, you have been listening to it because I've heard nothing but good things from you. So, sir.
All right. So I was talking to Percy about it earlier today. Not just about the album, but when people say that hip hop is dead, like obviously they mean industry rap. And even that, I understand that there's an argument, but let's run on the impression. Now, a lot of people attribute the death of hip hop to after 2000, like 10-ish. Like that's when people start expressing the decline. So I'll start out by saying if 2010 was the death of hip hop, then 2025, we are experiencing the resurrection. It has been a ridiculous fucking year. It's been a battle all year about like my top 5, who was going to be number 1. I can tell you like there've been a couple close calls, but up to this point, like I think Clips kind of like edged out the competition. Pause. Not anymore. Yeah. In what, 9 tracks? Rakim put together the fucking Avengers of rhyme and just said, yo, like assemble and rap, motherfuckers, and they did it. So there are features on every track, but I'm not gonna go through all of them. Sev, if you want to, I don't want to steal your shine, but I will tell you, I don't know if there wasn't a single verse on this album that might not be the best verse of the year. Like everybody brought their A game. There were specific bars that just fucking killed me, and like I pulled up a few of them. Like it was so heavy that I went to Genius and looked up the lyrics of every track because I was like, this is fucking poetry. And the entire album was crazy. There are some things like throughout every verse you're like, yeah, but then there are some where you're just like, yeah, fuck you. And like I don't know how all of this happens. King Crooked, you're ridiculous. Everything was crazy up to that. For some reason, King Crooked's verse just like stuck with me. There were like probably 2 or 3, maybe 4 or 5 bars in there. When he says, "I'm powered by the tropical sun. I'm the biological son of Black Zeus." Like I was just like, okay, like you can stop rapping. That's cool. Like it's done. But then like 3 bars later, he comes in and says he's wearing energy crystals like it's a Rockefeller chain. And I'm just like, what are you doing? But even before you get King Crooked, you got Chino XL in tracks previous. You got Planet Asia, you got Sky Zoo. But then But then you have the God on every track too. And I'm leaving out so many names because the King Crooked track, that's like track 5. So it was you could have taken each one of these tracks and put them onto a different album, and just with the single alone, you would have been in the running for album of the year. But the fact that you took 9 of these tracks, put them all together, you're spanning multiple generations of hip hop, but you got certified spitters on each one. I do want to reiterate that again, Method Man is featured, and again, he's out there smoking people's boots.
Yes. Yes.
I mean, when he says the bar, so I pulled it up again. He says, even though his family's black, thought he was lying about his roots. And like, it just keeps, and that's like the second bar in his verse. And he just keeps going. So this is absolutely album of the year for me. I hope that we're not doing any music reviews for the next few weeks, because I am not going to be listening to them. I will tell you now, this is going to have a permanent spin for the foreseeable future. It's like, I think the album's like 30 minutes, like maybe a little bit more. And you get like
30 days at a time.
Yeah, you get like 2 cents per spin, but I guarantee with how much I'm going to be listening to this over the next few weeks, Rakim's going to get at least his $15 from me. And then I'm going to go out and buy the album.
Man.
I could not have asked for something better. And to your point, Seb, the previous album, when that album came out, I said, I think he's testing the waters to see if people are still going to fuck with him, because there's been such an evolution in the industry. And I have no doubt with this album that I was right, and that's exactly what he was doing. And he could not have been more successful in what he put together in this. The beat selection was ridiculous. The verses were ridiculous. You know, even the skits and the intros, the ad libs, everything was done to perfection on this album. And I'm going to listen to it for the rest of my life.
Yeah. That's damn.
Well, I gotta go get the album now.
There's a
I'm sold.
There's something to be said for, like, what's the best way to say this? I'll tell you. I got a kick out of watching the Lakers play in the 80s and 90s, and watching the Bulls play in the 80s and 90s, watching the Celtics play and the Spurs come up. And I loved watching all of those things happen. But you know what I loved even more than that? Watching the Dream Team play. Because you took the best motherfucker off all those teams and put them over there together. Now let's see what you do. And boy, did they do it. When I turned on the Rakim album, boy, did they do it. Like, anybody know me know I'm a bars guy. But one of my biggest complaints as far as recent Rakim music has been some of the production. I've had an issue with some of the production not complimenting his lyricism very well, and kind of forcing him to try to, you know, bend the pocket more than he wants to. The beats on this album, you ever put on a glove and it just seemed like the the person that made it just knew that you was gonna be the one to put it on. That's what the beat sounded like. They knew Rakim was gonna rap on this. Here you go. You have to rap to this. Big Ghost Ltd. Thank you. You can't assemble this group of people and put those kind of beats on and turn on a mic and not expect this to happen. Like, this is the expectation if you know that these people are in the building together. I appreciate that some of the lesser appreciated lyricists, not just guys who have found commercial success, are the ones that he corralled to be a part of this. I mean, you got a couple of guys who've had some commercials. Razzcast has had some commercial success. If nothing else, but being a part of the attempted resurgence of Death Row and then being a part of Slaughterhouse, Crook has had a little bit of commercial success, very little bit. I mean, meth is meth. It is what it is. But somebody like Skyzoo, who has been an incredibly, he's one of the most incredible pens ever, easily. One of the best writers of raps I've ever heard in my life. But he doesn't get that light because he sticks to his principles and he's not gonna go outside of that. I'm gonna make incredible music for the people that like my music. You know what I'm saying? He's built a career off of that. Plus Kingpin, another one that's very underappreciated, only because they haven't gotten that light. So then you put them on the same project with Method Man and with Planet Asia and with Rakim. Because if you ain't never heard Skyzoo before, but you call yourself a hip hop head and you interested in what's going on with Rakim, guess what? You about to hear Skyzoo today. You about to hear Hus Kingpin today. Yeah. On the same track with the God. And they did their motherfucking thing. It ain't like they got on a track with him and he blew their doors off. Now, mind you, we talking about the advanced version of Rakim. And even that version is better than 98% of the motherfuckers selling records right now. I was so pleased. Like it was like, okay. Now there's another album that was released recently that this one and that one will be the two that I play the most for the next week or two. We probably won't do another album review till after 200, because yeah. P, you need to hear this one. So and we'll talk about it some more next week if you after you've heard it. As a matter of fact, I want to do something specific. Let's like, as you listen to the album, I want to take a song, and if it's 3 verses on the record, we each take a verse, and take the lines we like the most. And like, I just want to do some rap nerd shit. I don't know, I'm bugging, but I'm high.
I'm down.
But yeah, man, as a Rakim fan, I couldn't be happier. The only thing that would make me happier would have been if it was a few more songs and they were him by himself. That's the only thing that would have made me happy. But other than that, ain't no complaints over here, man. Like I'm very happy. And you're right. It's been an extremely good year for hip hop across the board. And I mean, you can count that from mainstream to underground. It's been a good year for hip hop this year. A lot of the things that have been the benchmarks for the last few years, or they've been trying to press as the benchmarks, as much as they don't want to admit it. And as much as they took that opportunity at the American Music Awards to show him, hey, stay in your place, buddy, Kendrick Lamar had a whole lot to do with changing the temperature and saying, hey, we don't want to hear that no more. That's not going to work for us no more. Nah. Bring it back for the culture. Bring it back. And as soon as that door got kicked open, it was a few battles that popped off. And I even enjoyed seeing that because it was lesser known cats that was testing their metal against each other. It wasn't going to turn into nothing. They was literally just on some rap shit. And I'm like, yeah, do that shit, man. Why not? Sparring that's what we do. But them same people making records together now. And they all was like, dog, no, it's just some rap shit. So with that being the case, and this being the year that it's been for hip hop, I personally, being who I am as a hip hop fan, and the reason why I even rap, could not be happier about this project. Rakim, Big Ghost Ltd, the re-up. Run that shit up, please. Run that shit up. The other album I've been listening to a whole hell of a lot has been Chance the Rapper's new album. I'm not a super duper huge Chance the Rapper fan. And honestly, I wouldn't have listened to it except I heard a verse from it wasn't even Chance. It wasn't even Chance's verse. It was somebody else's verse. I think it was sheesh. I think it was no. It might have been Vic Mensa's verse off of his album. And I like what I heard. I like the beat. I like how Vic was flowing on it. I was talking, y'all want to hear the song? So I went to the song. The song was incredible. I was like, okay, wait. Let me just play from the beginning. Hit play from the beginning. Chance. Thank you. I didn't know I needed this, but I clearly did. Chance the Rapper Starline out now on all the shits. All the shits. Ilpo got a new album out. Damn. Somebody else has dropped some shit too. I can't remember. Real Cosby dropping a whole lot of music. He's dropped a new song every day since the beginning of the year, I think. And dropped the album while that's happening. And about to drop another album while that's happening. I was like, hey dog, you got way too much time on your hands. You got way too much time on your hands. What are you doing? Like, this is crazy.
The Ilpo album that you're talking about, is that Wagyu Brisket?
Nah, that was the
or
last
they got a new one. Yeah.
It's Thelonious Papers.
Oh, I just looked it up, and that's the last one that's on it. I'm gonna have to search for it.
It's only on. I think it's only on Bandcamp right now.
Got it. Okay.
Yeah, I think it's only on Bandcamp right now, but yeah, and if I'm not mistaken, I think OC from NC about to drop some new shit.
Oh.
Man, look, man. Hip hop is doing great this year, man. It's doing great this year. Don't forget, Book of the Monster Volume 1 out now. Son of the Morning, October 1st.
Mm-hmm.
Few and far between. It's on the way.
Mm-hmm.
Caesarean Flair on the way. Virtuoso on the way. Adam on the way. It's coming. Kotu on the way. Anyway.
So much on the way.
It's a lot on the way, man. A lot on the way. Hey, it's all good. It's all good. I think that I'm glad you put this video here in the chat because it had me thinking. I actually had a debate with somebody once. I think it was like probably might have been my freshman year in college when we was kind of talking about the same thing. But I don't want to delve too deep into that yet. Like, let's play the clip first, and then we'll talk more about it.
N.W.A.
When you say Doc, you're talking about Dr. Dre.
DOC.
Oh, my bad.
Puma's dad.
Okay, that's right.
He told me that N.W.A. was a political group, a radical group who was trying to express what America had created through the characters that they portrayed. Where Eazy-E or Eric was really in this world, and it just became something else. But he said at first they were trying to balance Public Enemy.
Same thing, on different sides of the spectrum, but the same energy.
The first, yeah. It's a God thing. It's not a DOC thing. Mm-hmm. I'm trying to position myself for hip hop and grow in this thing, in this money game, just like they have.
DOC is a visionary.
DOC is DOC. Let's make some noise for DOC.
So important. He's very important. One of the most important.
Very important.
One of the most important indeed. Salute DOC. But that ain't what that was about. Well, I mean, that kind of was what it was about, but that ain't the part we're focusing on. The NWA PE juxtaposition gets made a lot. Like, I've been hearing it since the late 80s, early 90s. And I mean, it's obvious why, to the untrained eye, that juxtaposition would be as sharp as they think it is. Or rather, I'll say as sharp as it became. Because initially, it wasn't anywhere near as sharp as they thought it was, or they tried to claim it was. I feel like a lot of things kind of lent themselves to the changing of the vision of N.W.A. But I digress. Thoughts on that particular dichotomy of PE and N.W.A. and kind of how that has manifested, or how you've seen it manifest, as far as the culture is concerned.
Well, growing up as a West Coast kid, right? I always understood, especially because I was a big Ice Cube fan, right? So I understood that he was talking from a position of, yeah, this is the life, but this is not, we're not glorifying this. This is how we live, and this is why we live the way that we live. Because he'd always slide something in there political. He'd always slide in something of why we're being oppressed into this. And this is what you made me, right? So for me listening to N.W.A., it was kind of like, this is the life that you made for us. This is who we are as a reflection to society. So I kind of felt like it was that, I always felt like it was that juxtaposition to PE. Because PE was the actual protest. Like, I'm standing here in your face, I'm telling you, like 911's a joke. I'm telling you that your government systems don't work. I'm telling you straight to your face. Whereas N.W.A. was like showing you this is the outcome. This is what you get when you treat us like this. When you've constantly got ghetto birds flying over our heads, and when you constantly, 187 and all that. This is the life that we live. This is what it looks like. And so, if Easy didn't turn it down the path of actual gangster rap, and it was a reflectionary thing, I always wonder, could there have been a real movement, a real reflection of what was going on at the time, similar to like Marvin Gaye and similar to like, what was going on in the 60s, right? Could have people figured it out that it wasn't real? It wasn't supposed to be something glorified. It was supposed to be something looked at and reflected upon. I wonder what that would have been like.
So the thing about protest, like Public Enemy, I absolutely agree. That is protest music. The thing about protesting is you're telling people what's wrong. So, as you went down your list, in a protest, you don't see the day-to-day of what people are experiencing to identify the tragedy that leads to the protest. And that's very much what N.W.A. is. They're saying, like, this is the day-to-day. This is what is happening in the streets right now, and that's why they're protesting. So it's difficult to have one without the other. Because if you're saying this is wrong through N.W.A., okay, well, then we need somebody out there to, like, be more blunt and really call it out, because you're just painting a picture. Now, if Public Enemy is just saying, okay, like, all of this is bullshit, we're protesting, and it's like, okay, like, what exactly is the problem? That's what N.W.A. is telling you. So, like, the balance of both of them together is amazing. It's an interesting question to go down. What would have happened if Eazy-E hadn't brought it down that route? There's a lot of things that it could have been dope. One of the things, like, and this is in no way caping for Eazy-E. He fucked up a lot of things. But what I will say is that in a vast majority of those fuck-ups, there were outside influences that were telling him this is the right move. Now, the problem is all the internal elements, the other members of this crew are telling him, yo, this is some fuck shit. And he's not listening.
Right.
because the powers that be, and that's what it comes down to, are telling him, no, this is the right move. And that's what makes the hypothetical of what if this didn't happen kind of unrealistic to me. Because even if he hadn't listened to the white fucking industry to make those moves, like, Cracker's is diabolical. So they would have found another way to steer them away.
Well, see, okay, we all remember the story of Ice Cube, right? Going in there with the baseball bat, was in the movie and all that good stuff, right? That's where the split in my mind was starting to happen already, right? Ice is fighting for his rights and getting his money and all that good stuff. Whatever. Easy is behind closed doors, talking with his accountant, trying to figure out how they can cut them out. Mm-hmm. So eventually, Easy would have tried to take N.W.A in a different direction, and it would have fell apart because he wouldn't have actually had the real lyricists behind him. He wouldn't have had Dre, wouldn't have had anybody. And so they would have hopefully gone on to do other things instead of Ice Cube leaving, right? And then going off with the, what was it, Lynch Mob and all that good stuff, which fucking thank you. But you wouldn't have had that because they would have stayed together, and you would have cut Easy completely out if they would have stuck to their guns as far as being political, just political, not gangster and trying to hype that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. Easy to me was never. I always knew he was the money, so I never really looked at him as the business, like the artist, that kind of stuff. So whenever the money was coming in, Easy's gonna be happy. So because he bankrolled him to get it started in the first place. So but I never looked at him as the artist. So I never understood why people looked at him as being a serious artist that understood what he was getting into with industry. He's literally just trying to get that bag. You know what I mean? And that was it. He didn't want to be gangbanging no more. I want real money. I want to throw parties. I want to actually live a life. You know what I mean? And he got that. That's what he was shooting for. They were shooting for something else.
And I think it's fairly well known and fairly well documented that Eazy-E didn't know what the hell he was doing. And that's why those influences were so prevalent.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But when he's the money, there's no way you can walk away from that when he's bringing the money in, he's holding you guys down. So, I think if it was one of those things, if someone could actually explain it to Easy, what they were trying to do, and he actually listened, it would have been a whole nother animal, because you really had different groups like iZion up here in the Bay Area. You had like Blue Scholars in the Pacific Northwest. You had PE over in the East. You know what I mean? The only outlier during that time would have been like Uncle Luke. You know what I mean? Because just Florida and what they were doing down south was just different. You know what I mean?
But I mean, but still, even with that, that's, in my opinion, that to me, Luke and N.W.A occupy the exact same space.
Right.
And they occupy the exact same space for this reason. PE doesn't sound like protest music to me. It sounds like the music of where I'm from. It don't sound like that to me. Like, I get that it's a call to arms. I get that. I understand the purpose behind it. But the chaos of PE's music and all of that, like, it don't sound weird to me. Like, it never sounded odd to me. I was always like, yeah, just like that. When I first heard N.W.A, I said, wait, what the fuck is happening right now? What did he just say? Holy shit, you can say that in a rap song? Oh, that's crazy. Play more. Play me more of that. Now, I always looked at it like this. To me, the groups of that time were like going to school. PE taught 2 classes for me. They taught a class in Black history. Well, pardon me. They taught a class in civics.
Yeah.
As well as public speaking. That was the 2 things that PE taught me. Because Chuck's voice was so commanding. And even Professor Griff's voice was demanding. And despite the fact that Flavor Flav was, yeah, boy, you can't hear him and not pay attention. It's still commanding in its own way. PE taught me that. Boom. N.W.A taught me, oh, now we going out to PE. it's rough and rugged out here. Like, you better be ready because you know what's waiting for you. You know what's waiting for you? Niggas that ain't on the same type of time you on that's gonna try you just because you outside. Police is gonna want to beat your head in because you one of the niggas outside, regardless of the fact that you the one out here trying to do it right. Doesn't matter. So now you in PE class. It's gonna be some running. It's gonna be some fighting. It's gonna be a whole lot of things going on. X-Clan was like Black History class for me. Poor Righteous Teachers was a whole different type of science. So they all occupy the space. But to me, none of it matters without the rest of them. Like, if I don't know that that's what's happening in Miami, then in my brain, what's happening in LA that I hear from N.W.A, since that's different from what I see, that must be what's happening there too. Okay. My assumption is everybody else is that except for us.
So I can explain why I would say PE is protest music. And I might be standing on a hill all by myself. I don't know. But to me, like, so I've explained in the past my thoughts around protesting and revolutionary thought. Like, one might act as, like, protesting might act as a bridge, but it takes the action to be a revolutionary, right? Not just the talking about it. Now, saying that Public Enemy was a call to arms, that I don't necessarily agree with. I think it was a call to action, but Dead Prez to me was a call to arms. To me, Dead Prez is the revolutionary music. Like, yo, this is like it's time to go. And so I just don't put Public Enemy on the same revolutionary standpoint that I put Dead Prez. So to me, it would be one level back, and that's why it would be protest music rather than revolutionary music.
Interesting.
Well, to your, as far as what Florida's doing or what New York's doing versus everyone, I think when I was younger, I thought that way. Like when I was living in the Bay and I was hearing, JT and all them, do their thing. And I was like, yo, this must be like what everybody's doing. But we're constantly bombarded with what comes from New York, right? New York is like, everything comes out of New York first, right? And there was that time when nothing was coming out of New York. It was like bone dry. And that's where N.W.A. from us, and all that gangster rap and that kind of stuff kind of flourished for us because we just started listening to more West Coast music. And so you got the West Coast funk, you got West Coast like ska and all this other stuff that's kind of bleeding into itself. But everybody was hard. Everybody was talking about their bit of the streets. You had skaters that were rapping about, being a skater and being beat up by cops. You had, people, in San Francisco talking about making money and that kind of stuff or whatever, and doing their own thing and having their own kind of gangster life. But you got this kind of griot ship where you're talking about your particular streets. And so we knew that from like north, I mean, even Tupac said it, like, from the Bay Area to the, down, like it's all different. It's all love. Like we're all doing this thug life thing, trying to survive, but we have our own stories. And with New York, we just kind of think that you're all the same. Like we really can't tell the boroughs apart, and like y'all get really upset like when we can't tell y'all apart. But it's just like, we tell the styles of music apart. Like if you're a boom bap guy versus a New Jack kid or something like that, I can tell that. But I can't tell, I couldn't tell you where Brick City is, right? Like I've never been there. Like I don't know, but I know it's somewhere near a bridge. Like that's all I know. You guys got a lot of bridges. You know what I mean? Like that's all I know. So like, it don't mean nothing to me, but it means more to you, and I respect that. Right? So I go, teach me about your spot, and I think that's the part we haven't gotten to. Like, I think we haven't given each other enough respect that we all have our own different styles and we come from our own different place. We're still letting the industry make us compete with each other about who's better, East Coast versus West Coast or South versus the North and all that. Really, it's no competition. We're on two different levels. Like, you know what I mean? Like dudes in Chirac are talking about something completely different than dudes in like LA. You know what I mean? So
Man.
yeah, they try to be hard, but some people are living it. And some people are telling on themselves, and some people are flashing and pretending because they live in Hollywood. So
concerned. I'm a tad bit concerned for those young people. Oh man, that and the older people, they got to be around it. But I guess for me it was when I thought about it, I was like, man, N.W.A. really changed my perspective of how different, the way people's lives were. Because I always imagined in my brain like everything else outside of my immediate space was like just some weird alternate universe. Like everything is the same. Like this, I have to come here to like come to the real world. Like everything else is some bullshit. Like I don't know what's going on out there. So like when I first started like catching trains, different places, like you know what I'm saying, and then first time I caught a bus like for a long trip, well, the first time I flew in a plane was like holy shit, like oh man, I'm in the air, like I'm like this airplane thing is a real thing. Like don't like it, despite the fact that I seen them at the airport, like I used to get a kick out of watching the airplanes at the airport, but like it's a whole different thing to be on the plane. You know what I'm saying? So N.W.A.'s music to me was like catching the plane to LA. I was like, oh shit, like, but it also exposed to me how much it was the same and why it made perfect sense that these two groups that came from circumstances that cosmetically seem different, but they manifested into two very different things when it bubbled into actually becoming an art and being given out to the world. But back to your point, Dead Prez said on the first album, somewhere in between N.W.A. and P.E. Like they if you take N.W.A.'s like don't like the S1Ws had Uzis too. So I mean like, but like the way it was expressed was different. Theirs was more on some organized militant. We ain't gonna say nothing. We ain't gotta say nothing about the guns. You see them, you see how we moving, you know what time it is. N.W.A. was like, nah, fuck that. I'll fucking shoot you. Don't play with me. What's wrong with you? You know what I'm saying? And I was like, what if you had a perfect balance of that? Dead Prez. There you go. There you go. The perfect balance. Oh man, yeah. I mean,
see, I think you hit something though, because like PE's militant nature, right?
Right.
East Coast, it's all about the organization. Right, from Rockefeller, everybody's got their cliques and Wu-Tang. It's about the organization, and I think that comes from like maybe the gangster culture and that kind of stuff, like the mob and all that kind of stuff. Maybe what I mean, just the way that they kind of run Albany and that kind of stuff. As far as like you got to know people, you got to be connected. For the West Coast, it's more of the Wild West. You know what I mean? Like you got your posses, you got your crews, and that's pretty much it. And you can be miles away from each other instead of blocks, right? You're not trying to hold down, I don't know, the way that I'd be seeing it in the movies. I gotta say that them holding down entire blocks, like in Brooklyn or something like that, from one corner to the next corner. We don't do all that. Like dudes cruise down the street. You know what I mean? We literally have patrols like that go around. So I might not see any of my homies for a good hour. You know what I mean? But there's a time that I'm supposed to meet up at this spot. And so you'll see the guys cruise by. It's not the same. You know what I mean? There's a lot more distance, a lot more air. You can breathe on the West Coast. And that gives you a different sense of like tension when you know what I mean? Because if you like listen to East Coast music, everything is just rapid fire. It's all right there. It's happening fast, right in that I don't know, the city, right? The way that everything's West Coast is kind of like you're telling this long story. Like today was a good day, you know what I'm saying? My man cruised all around LA, like but he only went about 40 blocks, like really. But he had a nice long day. And I went to the bodega, then I went down here, like just a couple blocks, and all this shit jumped off, right? That's why I hear East Coast music. It's just like, you go around a block and shit.
Crazy how accurate you are right now. That's wild.
See, so
that is fucking hilarious, yo. Oh man,
like, I gotta worry about rolling into a neighborhood. Like I missed my exit on the 101, and now I have to get off at this exit. Oh shit, that's a bad neighborhood. Let me try to get out of here, right? That's my deal. I'm not going literally to the next block. Like literally, if I go to the next block, I'm gonna get shot. That's not the same. It's not the same. So
you have a point.
You know?
You have a point. I cannot disagree. I think that is a very valid point, and I think if people really paid attention, that same juxtaposition kind of gets forced in the music business on a regular basis. Like even down to Kendrick and Drake, it's the same thing. You know what I'm saying? It's the same issue. Issue being, what's the answer? You know what I'm saying? Which one is the answer? And like the problem, and like I only say that to say that they're portrayed as total opposites. When in all actuality, they're not total opposites, but they're just opposite enough that we can tell that one is of the culture and one isn't. They're both rap music stars, mainstream rap music stars. That they have in common. It's what they are outside of that makes it different. The shit that Kenny can do, Drake can't do that. I wouldn't be surprised to see Kadejah in a cypher if I was walking down the street in Los Angeles. For whatever reason, that would not throw me at all. If I was walking in Fargo, North Dakota and saw Drake in a cypher, I'd still be like, "What?"
Fargo. Why gonna be Fargo?
I don't know.
You got ciphers in Fargo? I gotta check out that.
That is $1 million fucking question right there. Hey, no diss to anybody from Fargo that's watching.
No,
tell us the answer to the question in the comments if you watching. What's the popping spot in Fargo? Do y'all got ciphers? And if so, tell me. I'm coming. I got to hear this shit.
And how often does Drake show up?
Oh shit. That's the one right there. Yo, that's crazy.
Like Prince, like I didn't know Prince lived in Minnesota, right? And he used to pop up at clubs, and play. I didn't know that. So the North must be got where people hide. All the stars hide and stuff. Fargo might be the spot.
Anybody can hide in Minnesota, dog. Okay, let me not do it. I'm not gonna do it. I'm not gonna do it. I'm not gonna fucking do it. Because you know what? Minnesota was cool, so I'm not gonna do that. I'm not that guy. But I'm just saying, like, it was some. It's not Mayberry, but it's got some Mayberry-ish tendencies and spaces. I'm just saying.
Okay.
That's all. Not like it's a pervasive thing. Just okay. So listen. I think, if I'm not mistaken, that Paige Beckers, who used to play for played for UConn, who now plays for the Dallas Wings, she played in college against Caitlin Clark, who played for Iowa. They played in the NCAA tournament. Paige is from Minnesota. We were in the bar having a beer, and they were going crazy for Caitlin Clark, and I was like, "You fucking traitors! You should be ashamed of yourselves. This is crazy. Like, I just don't understand." I don't know, man. Minnesota's strange, yo. It's a strange place. Like, the name of their football team is the Vikings. That makes me nervous. And then the football team, the Vikings. The basketball team is the Timberwolves. Timberwolves and Vikings don't go together. Like, how did? Anyway,
Flauky.
Don't get me started. Don't get me
Flauky.
Yeah. I apologize for my high musings, ladies and gentlemen. So now, we'll go around.
I love it when he catches himself when he knows he just like,
yeah.
He's like, I would have.
Sometimes you just gotta recognize when there's some high shit going on and just fess up to it. Go ahead and fess up to it and be done with it. Like, it's okay.
You gonna roll up again? Why?
Why?
You clearly already high. Oh shit. Yo, that's great. Yo, on the real, I'm gonna talk shit to Mojo because I'm like, yo, man, how you Mojo Barnes the botanist and you acted like you was about to run from the weed when I was rolling up in Florida? You ain't no botanist. You ain't no botanist. Anyway,
that's what we need to do is have a smoke off.
I'm with it. Just tell me when. I'll be there.
Get some Zaza.
Yeah, I'm with it. I'm with it. I'm all the way with it. And I don't want nobody looking at me funny when I be like, let's roll some more. Like, don't nobody look at me funny. He said smoke off, not smoke and fall off. Fuck that. Oh, man. Shit. Oh, man. Okay. I'm going to get it done this time. 30 seconds. 30 seconds to a minute. Around the cypher about anything we talked about tonight. Monster Elicit.
Yeah, go check out the new Rakim album. You will not be disappointed. Look in the toilet seat before you sit down, and I'm gonna go talk to my lady and see if she want to sip some of the Redrum.
Oh wow!
Oh shit! Oh, P7, what you got, man?
Oh man, I don't even know how to follow behind that. A lot of good music that's out. Yeah, definitely check out I'm gonna check out the Rakim album. I haven't listened to it yet, but all the other albums that have come out, like Are This Some of the Morning? It's coming out soon. You've got Book of the Monsters already out. You got Gravitas together. If you haven't already checked that, check that out. I'm always about the independent tip, so like there's a lot of good independent music that's out there. Definitely check the seat before you sit down. Like, period. Please, you're all adults. Stop relying on faith. That gets you wet. That's all I'm saying.
He sounds like the perfect anti-Christian. Stop relying on faith.
They get you wet. This is get you wet. Anti-baptism, maybe. I don't know. Maybe.
Turn your back on God with apostasy.
If you're baptizing people in the toilet, we got other issues.
I love it.
Like
I'm not coming to your church.
Yeah, man. It's not sanitary.
I think they might be into some shit. But yeah. So hey, listen. Thank you to a sip of red rum. I try to just fly right through this.
No,
I try to just fly right through it and keep going, but it didn't work. Fuck. Oh my goodness, man! Yes, thank you so much to the ladies of a sip of red rum for coming through. Pod to Pod was a blast tonight. Y'all are hilarious. Make sure y'all check them out. Once again, salute to the guys over at All Purpose Podcast, Evan Almighty and Phantom. Yo, we just had the Fantasy Football League draft. Make sure y'all tune in for Monday Night Live. We're gonna be talking a little shit because I hate to take y'all paper and all, but it is what it is. Salute to Echo Limitless. Salute to our new partner in crime, W Energy. You already know what it is, man. Monster Elicit P7. I am Seven Da Pantha. We are Pantha Politix Podcast. Make sure you share, subscribe, like, comment, all the things on all of these places with all of the people doing all the shit. You know what I'm talking about? Hey.
I'm flyer than everybody. You're on cloud 9, higher than everybody. You stepping out on